If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in one day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
At 600cc Performance, our roots run deep in CC racing. A leader in fuel injection, dyno tuning, wiring, and diagnostics. With over 15 years of experience in building and tuning, you can count on us to get you to the winner's circle. Whether it is diagnostics, sales, or service, 600cc Performance is your source for everything CC racing. Find out more at 600ccperformance.com. This Independence Day weekend, kick your party off with a bang. DeWeather Center presents the first annual DeWeather Cares Charity Softball Classic, presented by the National Racing Network. The Palmerton Boobies, DeWeather Center Bluecocks, Blue Mountain I-95ers, Pocono Front Platers, Schuylkill County Crackers, Reading Nurses, Catasauqua Blue Tits, and Beltsville Lake Monsters will take the field in Emerald. Find out more on Facebook at DeWeather Center. DeWeather Center, offensively accurate. If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in one day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to... I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this and I will take that ride home.
Free Geek Pen is an electronics recycling center which specializes in restoring electronics to usable condition. They turn salvageable parts from donated equipment into working electronics for those on a budget. The best part is your old gear doesn't end up in a landfill. Free Geek Pen also does computer repair. Find them online at freegeekpen.org. Give them a call at 717-721-2494 or stop by the shop on Main Street in Ephrata. Think freegeekpen.org.
At 600cc Performance, our roots run deep in CC racing. A leader in fuel injection, dyno tuning, wiring, and diagnostics. With over 15 years of experience in building and tuning, you can count on us to get you to the winner's circle. Whether it is diagnostics, sales, or service, 600cc Performance is your source for everything CC racing. Find out more at 600ccperformance.com. This Independence Day weekend, kick your party off with a bang. DeWeather Center presents the first annual DeWeather Cares Charity Softball Classic presented by the National Racing Network. The Palmerton Boobies, DeWeather Center Bluecocks, Blue Mountain I-95ers, Pocono Front Platers, Schuylkill County Crackers, Reading Nurses, Catasauqua Blue Tits, and Beltsville Lake Monsters will take the field in Emerald. Find out more on Facebook at DeWeather Center. DeWeather Center, offensively accurate. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to South Boston, Virginia, and South Boston Speedway tonight. The cars and stars of the iRacing Sprint Car Cup will take to the racetrack. Cars just heading out for qualifying. My name is Chris Graham with the National Racing Network. It is an absolute pleasure to have you joining us this evening, and this place is one of the coolest little racetracks that you'll get to see. Let's take a look here. We'll pick up the number one of Jeffrey Stanton. We'll get you qualifying mode up on the screen here. My name is Chris Graham, as I mentioned. Here at the 1/3 mile, just over 1/3 mile anyway, South Boston Speedway. And this place is, like we mentioned, really one of the coolest racetracks you'll get to see. Stanton completing his qualification run. Show you the weather for tonight's racing event. 84 degrees, 51% humidity.
Wind out of 260 degrees. That's going to be just shy of due west. Actually, now we see it hit due west at 270 degrees. 7 miles an hour. It's partly cloudy skies at 85-degree track temperature. And pretty sure we're actually going to see that decrease as the night rolls on.
So the first title was 35 horsepower. Yeah, right. And that's, I don't know if I think what we call
25 cars scheduled to take the green flag tonight. Spencer Steinman going to be your quick timer so far at a 13.372 seconds. 13.379 for Stephen Mastro, Jeffrey Stanton, Alex Ryans, and Jim Vig. Round out your top 5. Get you a little bit of the information on the cars, and these are stock block pushrod V8s measuring 410 cubic inches, 820 horsepower going through a direct drive transmission and 1,475 pounds with over 650 plus pound-feet of torque. You've got enough torque to feed your entire family Thanksgiving dinners and have leftovers to Christmas. These cars are absolute beasts on the racetrack. We'll pick up Jason Steinhurst as he makes his way around on his qualification lap. Give you the rules of the road for tonight as well. This one going to be 55 laps in distance. Caution laps do not count, but caution flags will fly if needed. Lap cars go to the back for the single file restarts, and we will have one attempt at a green, white, checkered overtime finish. I want to remind everybody of what we have coming up here on the National Racing Network this week. Tomorrow night, very special charity event, the Race for Ryan 76. Benefiting Ryan Cummings, a Northeast modified driver who survived open heart surgery several years ago, was out at practice for Bridgeport Speedway this week and was really not feeling well inside the car. Ended up hospitalized and finding out that he's going to need to, I believe, have a valve replacement done in early April. So just a couple of weeks away from that. So we're going to try to raise a bunch of money for Ryan to help him get through this difficult patch. Coming up on Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, midnight GMT. It is the High Side Hustle with Burt Wojcik and Adam Rubright. Don't want to miss that show. This one's going to be a pretty big one for sure. And then at 10:15 Thursday night, the Indy Pro 2000 Official Series Strength of Field race will go green here. This one basically a West Coast Strength of Field race. So whole lot of action coming up here over the next few days here on the National Racing Network. And qualifications just about completed here. Looks like 21 cars have taken time. The 16 of Ryan Grassi has recorded 2 laps and has not scored one. So Ryan had some issues getting his laps completed. Before we head to the grid, let's get you the point standings rundown after last week. Ryan Sellers is your points leader on the strength of his victory 1 week ago at Phoenix International Raceway in the Copper World Classic. Just 7 points back is Jason Sellers. Third, Matt Pilas, Alex Ryans, Joe Adams, the top 5, only 21 points separating the top 5. 6 through 10, Spencer Steinman, Steven Spears, Justin Critelli, Jeffrey Stanton, and Brian Payne. It's only 50 markers back to 11th place, Rich Foreman. So looking towards a pretty good start to the season here. Let's get you the starting grid for tonight's racing action. Spencer Steinman and Stephen Mastro will make up row number 1. Jeffrey Stanton and Alex Ryans in row number 2. Jim Vig and Brian Payne in row 3. Joe Adams out of Canada and Ron Quinzel from Florida in row number 4. Row 5 will have William Guess and Connor Rockwood, Kyle Mooney and Brent Holloway in row number 6. Justin Critelli, Wally Reardon in row number 7. Row number 8, Kevin DeBello and Chris Jonke. Dominic Chisholm and Kenny Troughton in row number 9. Row 10 will have James Dallaire and Kyle Hedden. Jason Steinhurst from Ohio in the Midwest's Bryce Forsyth in row 11. And row 12, Ryan Grassi and Charles Taylor. Rounding out the field all alone in row number 13 will be the number 24 of Joseph Parker. Field's got one more lap before they get the green flag here, and we are really looking forward to tonight's racing action, that is for sure. They'll head down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4, and it'll be just about time to go racing. You'll see the pace car make the hard left-hand turn into a very difficult to enter pit road, but drivers shouldn't need it tonight. Green flag is out. We are underway here for 55 laps at South Boston. Steinman able to grab the early jump here. Top 5 all going to get settled in. We'll keep an eye throughout the pack. Just about everybody sort of settling in here. Pick up some of the side-by-side racing action. This is a little bit further back in the pack. Trouble on the racetrack for Charles Taylor. Don't see a caution flag just yet. Taylor's been able to get cleared off. See Ron Quinzel going around William Guest. That'll be the battle for the 8th position down the back straightaway. I want to remind everybody that we can see your comments here during our live broadcast. We can get them on the air as well. Give us a comment with some stars. We'll show your support of our hard work. And we'll get the comment on the screen and give you a little bit of a shout out as well. You can also support the National Racing Network by joining our Patreon. Visit patreon.com/National Racing Network. Every patron contribution, every new member to Patreon over the next basically 27-ish hours or so until the end of the race tomorrow night, we're going to match whatever level you donate at. That entire thing's going to go to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and we're going to match it with an equal donation to Ryan Cummings as well. So make sure you check that one out here. Already working lap number 8 of 55 here. They're going to tick off in an absolute hurry. 13:48 the best lap time, 13:52 the last lap time for race leader Spencer Steinman. Already coming around the lap car of Joseph Parker. Parker doing a nice job to get up and out of the groove, staying a little bit out of the way here. The NRN drone fleet is in the air tonight. Really neat view here of race leader Spencer Steinman as he makes his way around the South Boston Speedway. Pretty incredible, but they're already starting to catch up into the back of the field. Jason Steinhurst, the 23rd place car, is just about 12 seconds back of the race leaders. They're running 13.6 second lap times. We're going to be in lap traffic before too long, and quite frankly, that's about always when you're going to see the mess start to develop. Just behind Steinman, Stephen Mastro running in the 2nd position. He's got Jeffrey Stanton just a couple of car lengths off his back bumper. Tire management, like we heard about in the Silver Crown race last night, tire management going to be absolutely critical. It is really easy to just absolutely bake off the right rear on these sprint cars. That puts you in a world of hurt for sure. Oh man, big wiggle there out of the 25 of James Dallaire as he goes a lap down. Kenny Trouton bounced it off the outside wall. Top three able to clear some of the lap traffic. We may not get too many chances to do this one, so how about we give you folks at home a chance to hang out with us here and maybe even crank it up just a little bit. Rapidly approaching the halfway point, and we've got a duel for the second position. Jeffrey Stanton coming around Steven Mastro. He claims second, and he's going to set sail, try to pick up race leader Spencer Steinman. Lap number 27 will mark the halfway point here this evening. Mark Hefner coming in here as a caution on the speedway, trouble on the racetrack. Saying a much better race than last week, and quite frankly, you jinxed it, Mark, because I'm surprised how clean this is tonight. That comment came in about 24 seconds ago. Let's get you the replay here and show you what happened on the racetrack that brought out our first caution flag. Here the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay. Keep your eye on that number 20 of Kyle Haddon. Just a tiny bit too much throttle on exit. Oh, man, that was right in front of the race leaders as well. Take a look here. We'll give you the cockpit view there of what happened to Kyle Hayden. Not a fun ride for sure. So once again, caution flag laps do not count. You'll get to see timing and scoring. Do the caution laps don't count dance. This is absolutely what Spencer Steinman wanted to see tonight. Because we'll get Mark's next comment in here saying it's a tough track to pass on. It really is. It's not totally one groove. You can make an outside lane work, but it's so difficult to keep these things under control. I mean, the power to weight ratio of these sprint cars is not far off from a modern Formula One car. To give you an idea of what these drivers are wrestling, an F1 car with all of the electronics and wings and diffusers and all the junk that goes into an F1 car, you got the same power to weight ratio in this thing, which is an absolutely stunning recreation of the pavement sprint cars. If you've never seen a pavement sprint car race in real life, you have to get out and do it. The Little 500 should be a bucket list event for just about every race fan. Lights are out on the iRacing safety car, so we are ready to go back to green flag racing. Once again, just shy of halfway, Steinman gets the good jump. Top four going to be all single filed out as they make their way into turns 1 and 2. Already completing this 24th lap. Jeffrey Stanton was starting to catch in just a little bit. Really drives it deep into turn number 3. He's going to make up a little bit of time, but looks like Steinman able to open the gap back up as they head off into turn number 1. Caution flag out on the racetrack once again, and working lap number 27. This is the halfway lap.
Take a look and see what happened here, but I believe it was trouble for Kyle Mooney in the number 15. We got a little bit of help on corner exit, and around he goes. Wally Reardon unable to avoid that one. Let's take a look here one more time. Give you the look out the gearbox, out the tail tank. No Teddy Christopher rule in play here tonight. That one named for the late great Tour modified driver is 15, going to make his way back onto the racetrack. We'll pick up your race leader, Spencer Steinman, and hopefully we're able to have some of the drivers check in here with us tonight. We'll take a look. We have a couple anyway here in the Discord, so once tonight's race concludes, we can hopefully get some victory lane interviews for you. Teddy Christopher rule was the first bump told you I'm there. The second bump said to get out of the way. The third bump wasn't really a bump, it was more a shove into whatever the nearest retaining wall was. At a place like South Boston, you're hitting hard concrete. No safer barriers to be found here. Mark, we got to get you to come into the Discord here, bud, because here's the comments here. Stanton is the best at the high line, and he says he can make it work from here. If you want to jump in the Discord and get on the commentary here with us, go right ahead. We'd love to have one of our current drivers here in the Sprint Car Series join us in the booth tonight. Off of turn number 4. Green flag is going to go in the air, and man, what a restart there for Stanton. But Steinman, it was Steinman that got the great restart, but Stanton absolutely drove it neck deep into turn 1, and it's going to be a car length as they come off the corner this time. Working lap number 28. This is going to be one of the best battles on the racetrack. Slide back, show you Stanton and Steven Mastro as they're going to battle their way off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Stanton, who was catching up to the race leader just before the caution flags flew, now losing a little bit of time. The gap up to 0.6 of a second. Big wiggle there for Stanton. He's going to head to the outside. That opens the door for Mastro down the front straightaway. Stanton, he's making that high line work. Nice call, Mark Hefner. He's able to hold on to the gap. In fact, I think Stanton may have found something as the race leader's in lap traffic. Once again, already starting to put some cars a lap down here. Find you the closest battle on the racetrack. That's going to be right back here. It's Ron Quinzel in the number 8, just ahead the 9 of Joe Adams. Quinzel in that yellow and black number 8. Adams, the black and orange frame, number 9. William Guest right behind him as well. This is the battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th. And this battle starting to open up just a little bit here. Up to around 1/3 of a second between cars.
We'll head back to the front of the field and pick up Stanton and Mastro. Stanton still working that high line. Man, and your race leader, Spencer Steinman. Let's pick him up here. He is absolutely going to be neck deep in traffic here in just a lap or so. Watch the gap in the upper left-hand corner. You'll see that one decrease rapidly. He lost a tenth that time through turns 3 and 4. He's going to have to dive way to the inside of the number 12 of Kevin DeBello to get him a lap down. Cue the Jaws theme. Stanton catching right back in. Mastro able to clear some of the lap traffic as well. We're already getting in on 10 laps to go. The traffic playing nice. Steinman off at turn number 4. Big drive through 3 and 4, that time by Stanton. Starting to get close. Stanton not able to work the high groove that he would like to run, but off at turn 4 down the front straightaway. 11 laps to go this time by. What a duel for the race lead we're going to have here in the closing laps. Stanton closes in just a little bit more that time. The battle for the race lead isn't measured in tenths. It's measured in inches now off at turn number 4. Drag race to the line. It was Steinman that time by, but Stanton's right there. Can he keep the momentum wound up off the corner and capitalize? Steinman taking the shorter way around, but this fight might just be over down the front straightaway. Lap traffic still going to come into play, though. Here's Steinman back to the inside. He's going to claim the spot. Now Stanton going to try to stay on the back bumper off of 4. 6 laps to go. Excuse me, going to be 6 this time by. And we're still side by side for the race lead. What a duel for the finish we're going to have here. Stanton's getting that car hooked up on the outside. A little bit cooler asphalt might be helping those rear temperatures. It was Stanton at the line that time by. Steinman backs the corner up just a little bit. Tries to get the foot down on exit, but spins the rear tires up, and that might be all she wrote. 4 to go for new race leader Jeffrey Stanton. It was a duel all the way through. Now Stanton going to start hitting lap traffic. That'll open the door back up just a little bit for Steinman and Mastro. Mastro really dives it off deep into the corner. Oh man, race leader wheel to wheel with lap traffic. 2 laps to go. Off of turn number 4, race leader Jeffrey Stanton will see the white flag. Down the back stretch, one final time through turns 3 and 4, checkered flag in the air, and it will wave over Jeffrey Stanton, who picks up his first win of the season. Over Spencer Steinman, Steven Mastro, Jim Vig, and Alex Orions. What an absolutely fantastic race here tonight. Stanton, Steinman, Mastro, Vig, Orions, your top 5. Ryan Payne, William Guest, Joe Adams, Ron Quinzel, Connor Rockwood, the top 10. Justin Critelli, Chris Janke, Ryan Forseth, Wally Reardon, Ryan Grassi through 15th. 16th through 20th belongs to Brent Holloway, Kenny Troutman, Jason Steinhurst, Kevin DeBello, and Joseph Parker. The rest of the field, Kyle Mooney, James Dallaire, Dominic Chisholm, Kyle Hedden, and Charles Taylor, all having a variety of issues throughout the night. Let's see if we can't pick up our race winner here. Mr. Jeffrey Stanton. What a fantastic look at that race car as well. All right, Mr. Stanton. Chris Graham here in the National Racing Network booth. Do you have a copy on us?
Yes, I do.
All right, bud. Well, you didn't have the night you wanted to have last night in the Silver Crowns, but tonight the race was absolutely fantastic for you. What do you think was really the key here? Because it wasn't exactly a runaway. I mean, early on, Spencer was almost untouchable here, but I mean, was it just a matter of saving tires, or what was the key here?
Mixture of saving tires and chiming traffic is a definite key. I'd say my car was junk on the bottom. I could not run on the bottom to save my life. I was smoking the right rear on the bottom when I was running down there, so I had to get up to that top. But it was just so hard with lap traffic because there's not a lot of places to maneuver around here.
Yeah, that's one of the big keys to the race that we talked about, was how tight this racetrack is and really how difficult it can be, even for a faster car, to get around lap traffic. Is there a trick to managing it? Is it just knowing the same drivers you're running with week in and week out?
That factor helps, but honestly, it's just trying to be patient, just trying to time it right. That's the biggest thing.
Well, it was a fantastic run all the way around here for you. Who would you like to thank here? And it really was a great performance.
I'd like to thank Napa Auto Parts of Rockwell, North Carolina, Big Evil Designs, Burning Over Radio, everyone else has supported me over the years. And thank you to you guys for broadcasting these races. It's so awesome.
Well, this one was a ton of fun tonight. It clicked off in a big-time hurry, too. Were you surprised at all at how clean this race ran tonight? Only really a couple of cautions.
Absolutely. I got to thank everyone else that was in the server just keeping it clean on the track tonight, especially after last week, which was a bit of a fiasco in some ways, but very clean racing all night, so really good racing.
Yep, and you're making a big move in the points here as well, so hopefully we'll see you again. Look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday night, and really looking forward to it. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you for broadcasting.
So there you go. There's your race winner, Jeffrey Stanton, and man, just what a fantastic run for that number 94 machine. Absolutely had that car hooked up everywhere he wanted it to go. And as we head back here to the live shot, I want to remind you of what we have coming up over the next couple of weeks, and also the remaining schedule for the Sprint Cup Series, Sprint Car Cup. Next week, we head to North Wilkesboro for racers that like to run the top. You can run the top, the bottom. That place has a bunch of grooves that you could possibly get your car hooked up in. Then we head off to Lanier National Speedway, Brazelton, Georgia, and Richmond Raceway to kick off the month of April. And tell you what, we're really looking forward to that, but we've got another big night of racing coming up here tomorrow night. The race for Ryan 76 with 50 cars. That race is going to pay, I believe, $100 to win, and it's going to pay the top three. If we get to 60 cars, it's going to pay $150 to win. We're going to pay out through the back half of the field. The big blocks versus the small blocks at Bristol Motor Speedway on the dirt. You really, really don't want to miss that show tomorrow night. Coming up on Thursday, the High Side Hustle with Burt Wojcik and Adam Rubright. Thursday night, 8 p.m. in the East. Midnight, for those of you on GMT time, it'll be 5 o'clock on the West Coast. At 10:15 Thursday night, the Indy Pro 2000 Series heads to Monza. They go from Watkins Glen, a very fast flowing road course, to another of the quickest circuits on the globe. And the PM18s invade Monza. And, man, I cannot wait to get to call one of the races from out there. So it's been a ton of fun so far this week with the Silver Crowns and the sprint cars, and we're going to pick it up with the big blocks tomorrow night. For everybody here at the National Racing Network, my name is Chris Graham. It has been a pleasure to have you joining us this evening. We look forward to talking to you real soon tomorrow night from Thunder Valley and Bristol Motor Speedway for the Race for Ryan 76. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.
This Independence Day weekend, kick your party off with a bang. DeWeather Center presents the first annual DeWeather Cares Charity Softball Classic presented by the National Racing Network. The Palmerton Boobies, DeWeather Center Bluecocks, Blue Mountain I-95ers, Pocono Front Platers, Schuylkill County Crackers, Reading Nurses, Catasauqua Blue Tits, and Beltsville Lake Monsters will take the field in Emerald. Find out more on Facebook at DeWeather Center. DeWeather Center, offensively accurate.